Art therapy and the science of emotional healing. Human emotion is not always linear or easy to explain. Stress, grief, anxiety, and trauma often exist in layers, some conscious, some buried beneath awareness. When words are not enough, the mind seeks another language. Art becomes that language. Art therapy is based on a simple but powerful idea. What cannot be spoken can often be expressed through images. Unlike traditional talk-based approaches, art therapy allows emotion to take form directly. A feeling does not need to be translated into sentences before it is released. It can appear as color, shape, movement, or texture. This bypasses the pressure of verbal explanation and gives the emotional brain a more direct channel of expression. From a scientific perspective, emotional healing through art involves multiple systems in the brain working together. The limbic system, which processes emotion, interacts with the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for reasoning and regulation. When a person creates art while experiencing strong feelings, these systems begin to communicate more effectively. This interaction helps transform raw emotional intensity into structured awareness. One of the key benefits of art therapy is externalization. When an emotion is inside the mind, it can feel overwhelming and diffuse. But when that same emotion is placed onto a page or canvas, it becomes separate enough to observe. It is no longer only what I feel, but also what I see. This shift creates psychological distance. And with distance comes perspective. In clinical settings, this process is often used to help individuals process difficult experiences. Trauma, for example, is frequently stored in fragmented sensory and emotional memories. Through creative expression, these fragments can begin to organize into more coherent forms. The mind slowly builds a narrative that it can hold without being overwhelmed. Importantly, art therapy does not require artistic skill. Its value is not in aesthetics, but in expression. Even simple marks or abstract shapes can carry deep emotional meaning. The goal is not to create a good image, but a truthful one. Neuroscience also shows that creative expression can influence stress regulation systems in the brain. Engaging in art can reduce activity in the amygdala, the region associated with fear and threat response, while increasing activity in areas associated with reflection and control. This shift helps the nervous system move from activation toward regulation. At the same time, the act of creating activates reward pathways that release dopamine. This can support motivation and emotional relief, especially in states where individuals feel stuck or emotionally drained. Another important aspect of art therapy is narrative reconstruction. Humans naturally try to make sense of their experiences by forming stories. When experiences are too painful, that story can become fragmented or stuck. Art allows these fragments to be reorganized visually before they become verbal narratives. Over time, this can support emotional integration and understanding. The healing process through art is rarely immediate. It unfolds gradually, often subtly. A series of drawings may show emotional progression over time, from chaos to structure, from intensity to calm, from confusion to clarity. This progression reflects internal change. Art therapy also restores a sense of agency. Emotional pain often comes with a feeling of helplessness or loss of control. In art making, the individual makes choices again: how to move the brush, what color to use, when to stop or continue. These small decisions reinforce a sense of control and participation in one's own experience. That sense of agency is a crucial part of healing. Ultimately, art therapy does not remove emotional wounds. Instead, it changes how they are held. Pain becomes